Today, two South Bay cities will consider adopting homeless encampment bans.
The cities of Chula, Vista, and National City holding meetings later this afternoon where these ordinances will be heard. CBS 8's Chris Grow live in National City. That'll be the second time leaders there attempt to pass a ban. Chris?
Yeah, previously and earlier this year, they attempted to pass this ban, but it was voted down. Now, since they have brought this back up again. In fact, earlier this month, it passed through the first phase and will be voted on yet again today for potential adoption. So this is something where National City, in less than a year now, making a full 180, it appears, here on this encampment ban. Now, as for what this will do, this is something that we've seen similarly pop up in other cities and having been passed. Of course, San Diego, the biggest one. But what this would do is that if the camping is happening on public property from 5:30 to 9 p.m. when shelter beds are available, that being 5:30 a.m., then they would be banned. Now, that camping is happening near school transit stations or waterways, it will always be banned regardless of shelter bed availability. Now, National City, when you take a look at their homeless population, it did see an increase between the years 2023 and this year. So from about 159 to 174 people, that's 9.4%. But the other city that we're talking about today is Chula Vista. They had a much larger problem. According to that same survey, that same point in time count, Chula Vista saw a increase of 58.2%. So from 318 individuals to 503. They will also be considering a similar encampment ban in their city later today. Now, the reason why you're seeing more cities taking up these bans is because the U.S. Supreme Court recently ruled in the Grants Pass case and authorized governments to enforce anti-camping laws even if no alternate housing is available. That is something that happened in the summer. In June, we saw a cascade of movement afterwards, including Governor Gavin Newsom issuing that executive order about cleaning up encampment bans. And then we saw him, of course, in L.A. With Caltrans cleaning up those encampment bans, those encampments there near the freeway. So this is something now that the Supreme Court has issued a ruling on. We could potentially see more and more cities take part in this. Both cities, National City and Chula Vista, meeting on this later today. Eric and Netta.